Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to create your very first cold email campaign on Emelia, just for you. It's very simple. Once you're logged into the platform, you're automatically on the email campaigns page anyway, unless you've navigated somewhere else to begin with. So you just need to click on campaign and then on email. Next, you can either click here to create a campaign and choose the email type, or you have another button here that automatically creates an email campaign. Here, for example, let us say we will do it this way, test video. And so all the settings you need can be configured here. There's no need to set anything up elsewhere or make any presets. Everything you need will be right here. So there are the general campaign settings, the campaign name, the geographic area, the number of sends to be made, the sending times, and a few additional settings. Two important things to understand here are the difference between the maximum number of new people to reach per day and the maximum daily sending limit. Because actually, when you're doing cold emailing, you're running sequences of 3 or 4 steps with follow-up messages, etc. So what happens here is that on the first day, it will send 35 emails from step 1 to the first 35 contacts. But 3 or 4 days later, depending on the number of steps and the number of contacts you have, the steps will start to add up. That means that after 4 or 5 days of the campaign, it will both send new step 1 emails to new contacts and at the same time send follow-up emails to people you contacted a few days earlier. So when you start sending step 2, in the end, you'll be sending 70 emails per day. And then when step 3 comes in, if it overlaps with the other steps, it will send 100 emails per day. So that's the limit, so that if there are a lot of steps overlapping, it doesn't go above a certain level. But you really need to make sure not to start too high here, so that when all the steps overlap, you don't go too far over this limit. Otherwise, it forces us to delay certain email sends. You also need to keep in mind that the emails are sent according to the time window you choose. So, for example, if you choose to send 100 emails between 8 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon, that will be about 12 emails per hour, so roughly 1 email every 7 or 8 minutes. Don't try to send 100 emails between 8 and 9 in the morning. That's not what it's meant for. You need to make full use of the entire time window. So these numbers should be matched to the amount of time you have. And if by chance you use one email account for several campaigns at the same time, then what you should do instead is have one campaign run from 8 in the morning to noon and another campaign run from noon to 2 in the afternoon and divide the number you set here accordingly. In short, you should avoid using the same email account for multiple campaigns at the same time. That way, it's also much easier to keep track of these quotas. These are just the basic settings. Stop sending emails if people reply. And there's another setting here as well. If you're prospecting only for yourself, logically, you should activate it. It's added to the blacklist if the person clicks on unsubscribe, because when someone clicks unsubscribe, you should basically avoid the risk of accidentally adding them to another campaign. And by default, you already have the blacklist here, which allows you to add email addresses or domain names of people who are potentially already your clients, etc. So don't hesitate to activate this if you're only prospecting for yourself. By default, it's deactivated because we have a lot of agencies who use one Emelia account for several of their clients. They don't want to blacklist someone just because that person unsubscribed from one campaign, since they might want to prospect them again to sell something else. Here, you can choose if email open tracking is active and if link click tracking is enabled. I'll discuss this more in another video, but for link click tracking, there are now so many false clicks that it's hard to tell them from real ones. So personally, I disable it. And if you really want to track clicked links, whether it's to your website or to a Calendly, the best way is to add what's called UTM parameters to those links and then track them using UTM in Google Analytics or in Calendly afterwards. But that will be the topic of another video. Next, all you need to do is connect your mailbox. So either you have a Google Workspace account, meaning a Google account with a custom domain name, which is the best option. These are paid accounts. In that case, you need to follow the procedure shown here. There's a dedicated video on how to do this, but it's not very complicated. You just have to follow the instructions. It takes 5 minutes. You need to have access to the admin account of your organization on Google. Or you connect a Gmail account, and in that case, the procedure is different. The procedure is here, or it could be a Microsoft account. This works whether it's a business Microsoft account, an organization account, or even an Outlook account. But obviously, the best option is to use professional email addresses. If you are part of an organization within your company and you are not the admin of the account, it's best for the account admin to connect their email address first. Afterwards, you can remove it, but when they connect it, it will prompt them authorize Emelia for the entire organization. It's the same process as with Google. The administrator needs to authorize Emelia. If you are the administrator, no problem. You click, connect your mailbox, and that's it. If you're using OVH, Hostinger, or other hosting providers, then it's the SMTP IMAP connection. You enter your full name here because that's what will be displayed when you send emails. You enter your email address and your password, then click connect. For most hosting providers, we can automatically find the SMTP IMAP settings ourselves, so you don't need to fill them in. But if after entering your email address and password, you click connect and it doesn't work, then this window will open and you'll need to enter your SMTP and IMAP settings, which are provided by your hosting provider. If you get an error message saying unable to connect, SMTP error, IMAP error, even though you filled everything in here, I encourage you to double check your password and carefully verify the settings you've entered. 90% of the time when someone tells me their email address won't connect, it's actually a password error. So make sure to enter the password for the email account, not the password for your hosting provider. Once the email address is connected, you'll be able to choose a signature for this email address. I recommend keeping your signature simple, as this helps ensure your emails look professional and are easy to read. For example, you might use Duxco and perhaps in bold if you want your name to stand out along with your title, such as CEO and co-founder. But keep it simple, because if you use HTML or signatures with images, etc., anything that makes your email heavier increases the risk of it ending up in spam. The best thing is really to use very simple signatures. Just do it like this. Just put it like that. And you can still include a link. Of course, as you can see, the link goes in there, just like that. And when you add a link, make sure to include HTTPS. That too is something that can get you flagged as spam if you add links without the full address, including the S's. So you choose a signature. Once your email account is connected, or if you've connected several email accounts, you can either select just one or you can select multiple. This is one of Emelia's unique features. It lets you run campaigns using multiple email accounts. As a result, it will greatly increase your reach. Here, for example, I'm going to choose 3 email accounts. Okay. So what this will do is instead of sending 35 emails per day, 35 new contacts, in any case, it will send 35 times 3. Okay. So there's no need to change the number here. The quotas are automatically adjusted based on the number of email accounts selected. Next, you import your contact list. You click on Add Contact. Then you can either import from your CRM if you have HubSpot or Pipedrive. That will also be the subject of another video if some of you want to see how to connect Emelia with HubSpot. But otherwise, most of the time, you just import a CSV file, a list of contacts you already have. And in other videos, of course, we'll talk about how to get your contact list, how to scrape data, and so on. Here, I'm showing you how to create the sequence. So you add a name to your list. By default, it uses the name of the CSV, but you can change it. These are the column names in the CSV. This is a preview of the first few lines, just so you can see what's inside. And so you need to match the columns. That means here we have the email address. Okay, so we specify that this is the email address. Here, for example, we have first name and last name, which are auto-matched automatically. But if, for instance, I need to know whether the person has premium status, because I had that in my file, there's title and so on, the company name, which are automatically set as custom variables. That's in case you want it in your listing, and also if you want to use it as a variable in your emails, for example. So you need to make sure to import them as custom variables. Otherwise, by default, we set them to do not keep. This prevents importing too much unnecessary data into Emelia. So you import your contact list, and once that's done, you write your email sequence. So by default, there's a step 1. Here, you write the subject of the email, hello. Obviously, that's not what you should actually write. There will be a video on copywriting. Here, it's just to show you the technical side. You can add variables in the subject of your email. Then, of course, you can write in the body of the email. You add your variables. You carefully write out everything that you need to say in order to effectively sell what you have to sell. And then, after that, be sure to also add the signature variable if you've set up a signature in the sender. And so it's a variable because, for example, in my case, I used 3 email accounts. Here, it's 3 email accounts from the same person, but I could have used for large campaign Mari's email account, but also Niels' email account, etc. And depending on who is sending, it would automatically use the correct signature. And another thing before I forget, quick tip when reviewing the signatures, you can include your unsubscribe link in the signature. Of course, you can overwrite it, but it's up to you whether you want to include it automatically in the signature. If you don't put it in the signature, you can simply add it right here under unsubscribe if you prefer, but again, that's up to you. If you've already included it, don't add it twice. Next, we add steps. So here, for example, between step 1 and step 2, it says 0, but you can't set it to 0. So between step 1 and step 2, I set a 3-day gap. Between step 2 and step 3, I set a 5-day gap. And so this waiting time anyway, it's indicated here. The waiting time between steps is in business days, according to your general settings here. So here, for example, when I set a 5-day gap, if an email is sent on Friday, the next one will go out the following Friday. But if I remove this, if I set a 5-day gap, it will actually create a 2-week gap because it will count 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Those days won't be counted 4 days, 5 days. Keep in mind that the gap days are based on business days according to the settings you've entered. So if at some point you choose to send emails only on Mondays and you set a 5-day gap, it will take 5 weeks. There you go. I hope that's clear. In any case, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them directly through support here. And so once you've written your email, you can send yourself a test email. And here, I'm not going to import the contacts so we don't waste time, but you even have a preview button that lets you view each email for each contact. And once you've properly saved your sequence and everything is set up everywhere, then well, I'm not going to add the contacts here, but all that's left is to click on run. And once the campaign is running, the statistics will be displayed here. And when the campaign is running, you'll even see the sub-statistics displayed below. You'll be able to see who replied to step 1, who clicked on step 2, and so on. So you'll have all the details. And for each statistic, you'll be able to click to get even more information about the times of clicks, openings, and so on. So there you go. I hope this video was helpful for you. We'll meet again in another video to talk about LinkedIn campaigns, advanced campaigns, and other features of Emelia. Have a great day.